Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is. Yes, sir. We back again with another episode of the We Here Now podcast. I'm your host, Mario the cameraman. And y'all know the vibe. Like, comment, subscribe so we can get this ride going. Yeah, sure. Whoo, we back again with another episode. Chris. Y'all know I gotta have my well, I actually named it. So we got the Super Mario Fluid, a little play on the name Mario. You know, I'm creative. You know, got a little more branding on the side. A great day to have a great day, and that's how we rocking. Because like I said before, it really doesn't matter what I'm drinking because they not giving me no sponsorship money. I'm not gonna promote y'all brand for free. Nah, y'all probably thinking, don't know many people watch that anyway. Ain't nobody trying to give you a brand. Okay, that's cool, but I'm not gonna get played out of money I'm supposed to have. Let me take a sip. Delicious. Woo! So let's go ahead and recap what's been going on this week / weekend. Another week of, nothing crazy going on, but I did come to a realization when it comes to a lot of things. And the first thing I want to speak on is now that I'm actually doing my podcast, I was doing a little bit cleaning the last couple of days, just trying to get stuff in order because I got a box full of like old memories and stuff like that. And I talked about that on the podcast one time because I ended up finding my yearbook one time. Most recently, I was actually cleaning out like the actual storage part in my room, and I found this book. Now this gonna take y'all back. Well, it's not gonna take y'all back, but it's gonna take y'all know what I'm. Just bear with me. But back in this was 2017 when I actually it's like 2017 2018. I didn't date it, but I remember the time period. But I had wrote like I was doing an interview, so I kind of like wrote all my question, and then like I interviewed the person, then like I kind of did like a little brief summary of kind of what had happened. That interview doesn't mean anything now because like it was still like very the early stage. Like the person I actually interviewed, we're not even like on. It's I don't even know what to say. Like it's not like no beef or nothing like that. We just don't talk like that. You know what I mean? But that's the person I ended up interviewing. It was kind of cool to see how I put that in a notebook and where I'm at now. I'm doing the podcast. The only difference is I'm not interviewing people, which eventually I will get to that. I was actually having a conversation with my homie Javon about this though, but he was talking about like having like guests and stuff on here. But like at the end of the day, I don't want to just bring in like these guests, like people that most people would know, because at the end of the day, like when I bring them on, like y'all might tune in to watch, but like when they gone, y'all not gonna continue to watch the content. So like all I'm trying to do is still trying to gradually build like the audience that I do have. But I have when I was down in Florida, shout out to homie Will Bino. I'm gonna come check in with you in the O sooner than later. But we had did a podcast together too, and I'm actually asked him to send that to me. I might put that on my page. But it was like I was kind of interviewing him. He has like his own clothing brand. He does shorts, sweat stuff like that. Shout out to the Ever Apparel. Y'all probably see me. Y'all see more in them little short shorts, little hoochie daddy shorts. I got the cream ones, the red ones, the black ones. That's his brand. But I pretty much did like an interview of like his whole come up, like how his mom came over. He's Haitian. Like we really went into a deep dive like that. And honestly, I really love doing stuff like that. When I had the idea of doing the podcast, that's what I was gonna lean more toward anyway. Doing like kind of like interview style podcast. But I did really well. Okay, let me put it like this. I feel like I do a little bit better, like actually interviewing people than just being here and just talking to myself. You know what I mean? And a lot of you out there probably, I mean, a lot of people really don't watch like just one person podcast. Usually, it's more people because like it's a little bit more engaging. But at the end of the day, I need the practice. You know what I mean? Like I got to put my hours in. Every week we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna add a little bit more. But like I need to put the hours in myself before I just start trying to kind of leech off other people just by bringing them in and kind of use that as an excuse for me to be entertaining. You know what I mean? If you can't be entertained by yourself, why would anybody want to watch you if you're doing it with somebody else? You know what I mean? Because it's almost like you only entertaining because this person's here. Now, two things can be true about the same man. You don't necessarily need that person, but just like, how can I play? You can play tennis by yourself. It ain't gonna be that fun. Ain't gonna be that entertaining. But if you got somebody, the motherfucker hit that boy back to, it's gonna be a different dynamic. It's gonna flow a little better. So I say all that to say is, we still staying on pace on the goal, what we got going on. A lot of that stuff is gonna be coming. So I appreciate y'all that are still tuning in. Um, yeah, and we just gonna rock and roll. Just bear with me, rock with me, stay with me. Just stay patient, cause like when this shit really go crazy, cause it's gonna go crazy. Y'all gonna be like, man, I remember when he was doing 5 views and 20 views, and y'all gonna love that from me. I'm not the type of person like y'all gonna anybody who want to see me do bad, like you just genuinely just a hating ass. I ain't gonna say it, but you're a hater, pretty much. You know what I mean? Because like people like me, they don't make it. You know what I mean? And not even so much like make it as far as like being famous or being rich, but just like doing something that everybody else isn't doing and making some type of living for yourself. Because that's what I want this to be eventually. I obviously do want to make some money off of it, but like at the end of the day, it's like I truly enjoy getting on the camera. I enjoy just having these long form conversations because I think as I do these more, and as my crowd grows older with me, I think they'll definitely start to appreciate that content a little bit more. But damn, that's how you kick off a podcast. Let me get right to it, yeah. But we're gonna actually get into some more topics. I'm gonna talk about my week/weekend/recap, and then we're gonna keep it rolling. For one thing, I always talk about when I come in here how I be watching like YouTube, like dive into the little wormholes or rabbit holes, or whatever you want to call it, this content. I did the same thing again, and it was with dinosaurs this time. Now, it was a little nostalgic feeling because, like, for me growing up, like, I love dinosaurs. Like everything about dinosaurs. Like, I was on all Jurassic 1, Jurassic 2, Jurassic 3. I was watching. Actually, hold on 1 second, y'all. They think, hold on. I got my little organized box I was telling you about right next to me. I got this motherfucker. Hold on, y'all. I got that. Hold on. Oh, dang, I'm mad at me for this, but don't even trip. Oh, yep, yes, sir. It's proof right here. Mm-hmm. Boy, look, everything is sticker on, so I can't see the rest. You want to know about man, look, this book, I wish when this book come out, it don't even say, but pretty much I say all that to say is I've been true to this, and I dove into a wormhole. Damn, I can't even say that. I'm just gonna say a rabbit hole of all this content about like dinosaurs. Like I didn't even know it's like different types of there's not all the dinosaur. Y'all not even gonna look. Rock with me. Let me get this out, and we gonna push on to the other stuff y'all want to talk about. We gonna talk about Blueface. We gonna talk about DJ Amber. We gonna talk about all that stuff you want to talk about. But for now, we gonna get a little bit about me and about what I've been doing. So, anyways, like I was saying, the YouTube channel, dive into that rabbit hole. I learned a lot more than I did when I was younger about dinosaurs, which I just leave it at that. It was pretty interesting to say the least. But I was kind of like a nut when it came to like dinosaurs back in the day. I remember the homie Chris. I want to say we was like in third grade, like third or fourth grade, and he had got a dog. He was comparing like, yeah, you just comparing like how big his dog was. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I was hating because I ain't had no dog, and I was like, it ain't no T Rex, it ain't no Stegosaurus Rex, it ain't no Spinosaurus. Like it's cool, you know what I mean? So just like know how credit I used to get with like that dinosaur shit, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody, I don't know, everybody had their little things they was into. I was into dinosaurs. Some of y'all might have been the action figures or whatever the case may be. I was into dinosaurs. That shit cool. Man eating, carnival eating, all that. But another rabbit hole I was getting into. At my work, I have a lot of I won't say free time, but I can listen to music or YouTube while I'm working, and I came across these old podcasts I watch. I still watch the channel, but like the channel has changed a lot, But it's the No Jumper show, and I just took it back to like this like right around the time COVID had happened, like in 2020, like when it first started happening. And just listen to that podcast, it was so crazy like that. Like it seems so long ago now from when it happened, but it was kind of crazy just watching like all the progression build up. It's like, oh, first it was like, oh, make sure you're in the house. They're gonna be spraying stuff in the air. Until it's like, oh, well, you will be locked out for a couple months. We won't be locked down that long. So it was kind of interesting to see, just kind of go back in time and just not relive it, but kind of like re-listen to that information as it came out. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we're pretty far removed from those COVID days now. Um, But if you really think like it was a crazy time, like just the fact that a lot of us didn't know what was going on and like what people were saying. Like back then, like when it was going on, it probably sounds like very plausible. Like looking at 3 years later, it's like damn, like a lot of that shit was just kind of crazy speculation. You know what I mean? But we made it out of it. I was hearing some rumors that we might be going on another little, not a lockdown, but like people were it's starting to spread again. What I heard. Ah, damn. Come on, YouTube. Don't look. I don't know. These not facts. These just what I've been seeing, what I've been hearing. A little bit of grumbles in the streets. Don't blame me. I don't know. Come on now. But yeah. I don't like I said. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, hopefully, I think we realized that we wanted to go to the point where we had like a complete lockdown, like we did last time. But I think a lot of that just leans on to how we were able to make it through COVID because at first it seemed like impossible to do, and then it got to the point that everybody was kind of in it, and everybody was able to adjust. And I think even from then, like a lot of people have adjusted like how we moved in the COVID days. For example, for work, they'd probably make you come in like 5 days. You work like 5 days a week, work a cubicle job. You come and sit, you're 8 9 hours, and then you're out of here. When COVID happened, a lot of people were able to work from home doing those cubicle jobs. But now that COVID is now we're past that point in COVID, they still kind of kept some of those um same rules that we had from back then. Like my mom, she works in like a cubicle type job, But like when COVID happened, she was home, every single day. Now she'll work from home like maybe pretty much she works from home like 4 out of the 5 days, and then one day she'll have to go to the office. But that's only like once like every I think they do like once every 2 weeks or something like that. So even then she's only spending like maybe 3 to 5 days in the office compared to when it was COVID, it was like you had to work from home. So I think that's one thing about COVID that it definitely exposed is that a lot of these jobs you really don't need to be in the building to actually do the job, which is good for some people. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like it was kind of cool to see how much things have changed and like how much that we still keep from when we're during the lockdown of COVID. I think the only thing that we should have opened back up is a 24-hour Walmart because I mean you can go to Walmart at any time and it's just gone. You never know what you're gonna see out of 24-hour Walmart, and it's more peaceful. I'd rather go to Walmart like late at night, like on some midnight type shit, because I know a lot of people not gonna be there. There's not gonna be a lot of people talking to me like, "Oh, you need help with this? You need help with this?" It's like, damn, it's Walmart. I'm sure I could find it. I can read the words on the aisles, figure out where I gotta go. But yeah, enough about all that COVID because that's all just telling you what I've been going through, how I've been seeing it, how I've been taking in this information, and we gonna keep it pushing. Boom. For the next topic we got, it's not even a topic, but just something I was going through. I don't know if it's because I'm very comfortable with being like older, just having like a chill lifestyle, not going out and shit like that. But I think I'm definitely starting to age myself mentally before I do it physically, and it definitely fucked me up. When was this was yeah, this is like after I shot the podcast on Monday last week. But without saying too much information, pretty much I was hanging out at a nurse home, Duggan, well, the real ones out there. But I think everybody puts this negative connotation on the nurse home. Is like, like you make jokes. I don't put my mom at home and stuff like that. Honestly, I went to a nursing home last week. Bro, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was more like a hotel than it was like actual like nurse home. Like it was. I just feel like it was a lot of energy going on. They had the coffee bar. They got the little. It's like shuffleboard. I don't know how old my audience is, but shuffleboard. You got the little long stick, but instead they got the little. It's like sand. I think it's just like called. It sounds crazy, but I think it's called like fingerboard. Because instead of using like actual shuffle to board it, use a finger to board it. But that's my shit. But they had that, and they had a praying room as well, which I thought was pretty cool. Cause like not like think about it, they make it seem like going to a nurse home is so bad. Yes, it's bad if you don't have like a coffee bar, the fingerboard, the praying room, and all the other good stuff. It's not gonna be that bad, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's a hangout all the time, and it's you around like You don't have to deal with like a bunch of 20-year-olds being too loud. It's a bunch of old people. So like people making noise at 6 o'clock and you want to turn it down, you don't have to worry about that because everybody gonna be going to bed the same time you go to bed, and you're surrounded by people who are just like you are experiencing things as you're experiencing them. So I, all in all, I think nursing home just got a bad rap. I say all that to say, um, shit, they can put me in a nursing home. When I get old, I'll gladly go to a nursing home because it seems like it's a vibe. And on top of that, like I said, it's a nursing home. It's not like there's gonna be young people in there. You're gonna be in there with a bunch of older people. And I know when I'm 70, I'm still gonna be trying to, So it's like we're gonna get straight to it. And like I said, it's right there. You ain't gotta go far. I'm gonna be old, so I'm not gonna be able to walk that far anyways. Like I can literally just walk next door to my neighbor, give a little, yeah, that way. But yeah, nurse home is lit. But other than that, or just to wrap up what I've been going through, I just found out my mom is getting married. So shout out to my mom and her boyfriend Slick Willie. Um, Damn, it's so crazy because like my mom's supposed to be getting married next month around around Thanksgiving weekend or some shit like that. And if some of y'all were listening on the podcast, I was telling you guys how my brothers and stuff they're going to Vegas, just for I don't know, just like a little sibling trip or whatever. Originally I wasn't planning on going. Just I'm still trying to. I don't know. I just don't like doing extra shit like that. Like I love seeing my siblings, but it's like, damn, we got to go to Vegas. Like I got my brothers live in Cali and in Chicago, and I got some in Cleveland still. But it's like, damn, like I'm not trying to go all the way out to Vegas to do that. But it turns out my mom is getting married around that same time, so it looks like I probably will be out in Vegas. So that'll be a good time. I think it's like a little 3, 4 day trip. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not even sure how long I will end up staying. But it's kind of cool because like my mom and her boyfriend, like they do the thing, they like to play bingo, and I talked about this on the podcast too. I went last time. I thought it was guaranteed break because everybody was winning and I didn't win. Salty as hell. So they're gonna tie it in with the wedding stuff too. They're gonna do the wedding and then they're gonna go out there to play bingo. I don't know. I'm skeptic. I really want to go out there and fuck with the bingo out there, but I ain't win no money last time, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually do the bingo. But regardless, when it was my siblings going for the trip, I wasn't gonna go. But my mom is about to be getting married, so it looks like I will be going out to Vegas next week. So, shout out to Mom Duke's getting married. It's so funny because like literally she getting married next month, and she just told me about it like a couple days ago. Like she put it in the group chat, like, "Yo, this the deal. I'm getting married, yada yada yada." And I'll be having to forget because like my mom not like I'm the youngest out of all her kids, so like my mom's a little bit older now, like in her 50s or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But like my mom, she like more bougie now. You know what I mean? Anybody who got black parents, black moms, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like they still got the ratchetness in them, but they be acting bougie. You know what I mean? This is like I feel like this like the hood side of my mom coming out right now. She's like, hey, look, I'm getting married. Like nigga, you can come if you want. Damn. I feel like you should have been told me that you was about to get married. Like you just dropping this on me like a month before. Like I'm still gonna go, but it's just like it's funny. My mom still got that in me because like my pops, he definitely got that in him as well as I do. So like I wasn't even mad about it. I was like shit. Like it's her wedding. You know what I mean? So like she almost presented like I don't care like if y'all come or not type shit, which I respect because like at the end of the day like you're getting married. It's about y'all. So like all the hoopla about who's coming and who's not coming, like my mom really don't give a fuck about that. So like, I definitely appreciate that because I definitely have that in me as well. But I'm definitely gonna go, show off for my mama's wedding, do what we gotta do. And we gonna be out in Vegas too. So you know what that means. The weed is legal out there. They got dispensaries. Last time I was in Vegas, I talked about I went crazy. I had the sprays, the strips, the gums, the drink, the THC straws, the edibles, the fire, I had everything. And I'm going crazy like that again. Back in Vegas, we running it back. Yeah, sir, it's about to be lit. But shout out to my mom getting married. And I mean like I don't know. My mom is a little. I'm not saying like my mom like oh, but like my mom is a little bit older. You know what I mean? So shout out to anybody. Whenever you find love, that should give everybody else a hope. You may not find it in your 20s. You may not find it in your 30s. You may not find it in your 40s. Shit, you might find it in your 50s. You may not find it in your 50s. You might find it in your 60s. But hopefully that gives anybody hope out there that possibly wants to get married. My mom is I still don't know. She's in her 50s though, like not 60, but like, she's like 50. So shout out to my mom, and I really like her boyfriend. on top of that, he actually helps her out and shit like that, and like they have a really good banter too. Like he can actually like make my mom laugh. My mom, she actually got like a good sense of humor, so it's like she don't like all the cheesy shit, but like he's a good mixture of like he's actually funny. He got the cheesiness, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's about to be a movie, which kind of crazy because like my mom is getting married now, and like I see kids around my age now, they're starting to get married, and I'm looking at my mom as like, damn, like I might be leaning towards like getting married around like 50. That wouldn't be too bad, you know what I mean? But I mean, the only difference is that my mom already has kids too, so it's not like she was waiting like all this time and then it's like get married, yada yada yada. But I don't know. Like I said, I see a lot of kids my age getting married now. I don't know how well those marriages will go. I wish them the best of luck. I'm not no hater, you know what I mean? But I ain't been invited to no weddings, and I'm kind of glad because at the end of the day, it's like if I don't believe in your love, I'm not coming to the wedding. You just met this girl 2 months ago. Yo, Mario, coffee, slide through. Come to the wedding. I'm not going. Like, I don't care who it is. Like, if I don't believe in the love, I'm not going to wedding. I've been to, how many weddings I've been to? I've been to like one wedding. I've been like one or two weddings, like family weddings, shit like that. You know what I mean? Even if I believe in the love, it's like, shit, family member getting married, I'm gonna have to do it. And then my sister getting married. So, I mean, I don't go to a lot of weddings, but salute to y'all doing it up. And I know what y'all think. Y'all want to get to the main street topics. You want to talk about the juicy, juicy. Y'all want to talk about some shit that maybe you actually care about, you can actually relate to. I appreciate y'all for saying this long. But if you think I'm a rush, you gonna make me talk about stuff that y'all want to hear about? Man, this is my podcast. I'm gonna take. Just cause. No, I'm talking shit though. But we gonna get into the mainstream stuff right after this commercial. Oh, that's right. We back from commercial. Damn, y'all caught me off guard. I'm trying to get a little chocolate in my life. Y'all gonna give me a second. Hold on, y'all. Oh, damn. I said commercial break. Like, damn, that shit happened fast as well. My apologize. Very unprofessional, but at the same time, y'all just walking on me. I said a commercial break. Y'all ain't giving me time to get situated, turn the fan on, grab a little snacky do. Whatever. Sheesh. It's all good. We here now. But back from commercial break. There's been a lot going on. But at the end of the day, these are celebrities, famous people, more money, more problems. So take that more money and handle more of your problems, whatever you got going on. First thing I definitely want to talk about the DJ Envy situation. Now, a lot of y'all may not know, but for the past couple of years, DJ Envy has been, promoting real estate for flipping houses, low money down, whatever the case may be, doing a lot of stuff just to kind of give back to his people in the city of New Jersey. Well, it was DJ Envy and he had a business partner, Caesar, Senior Penals Jr. So they're in together, DJ Envy is more of the face of it. Caesar learned how to do the real estate stuff. Now I'll kind of give a little backstory when it comes to this guy Caesar in the moment. But one thing we got to talk about is DJ Envy's been accused of scamming people. Now, I don't know if anybody you got or any of you guys know anything about being scammed, I should say. Talk about the real estate. But just being scammed in general. So DJ Envy, he didn't have a history of, doing real estate, flip a house and stuff like that. Caesar Penals, who I mentioned earlier, he's the one who was really like the brains behind, actually how to get the houses to flip and stuff like that. Envy was more of the face to get him in front of more people. The problem is, I think it's good if you learn how to do real estate and that's something you want to get into. Very lucrative business, a place where you can make a lot of fettuccine. The Problem is with Caesar learned how to do real estate in jail. Why was he in jail? For fraud. So it's like when you add those two together, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. But DJ Envy has this guy learns how to do the real estate. They partner up. To be the super team. DJ Envy brings him on the Breakfast Club to kind of, like I said, Breakfast Club is a big platform. Like I said, DJ Envy is a face, so he's going to help him get in front of more people. Boom, brings him on the Breakfast Club. When he brings him on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy made a big mistake. There's a thing called payola. And depending on when you went to school or not, you may think that payola is something else, but it's not. Payola is pretty much when, if you're, hosting live, you're on a radio station, and there is somebody who has paid to get on to do some type of advertisement. The people who are listening, they have to know that it is such. It's advertisement. This guy has paid to come on the platform to spread his message. Because if you don't do that, people are going to take it more genuine than what it actually is, than when somebody's actually paying to spread this information. Now, DJ Envy has a good name, so it's like DJ Envy's on here. It just seems like, oh, he just co-signing him. He didn't pay any money or whatever the case may be, which wasn't true. He actually did pay to get on the radio to broadcasters. Big mistake by Envy not telling the people, because it looked shady. You know what I mean? If you're having somebody on your platform because they paid you to be on the platform and you don't tell your listeners who are listening, it's kind of fucked up, because people are taking what you say at face value, and now that you're pretty much backing this guy, like saying, like giving him a co-sign, like, yeah, no, like he good money. People will unknowingly be tricked just based off how they feel about you, which I think is mad corny. You know what I mean? Because you've actually built a good relationship and people trust you as far as doing good business, and then you kind of pull some slick like this. So that was one of a big mistake that Envy made, that possibly made people even believe more that it was actually a scam. Now, there's people that heard that DJ Envy was doing the real estate before, and they already wrote it off as a scam, aka Joe Budden. Now, Joe Budden is he's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, but Joe Budden, he definitely just likes to, stir the pot, start a fire, light a match in the room, throw it, and then boom, just get out there. Sorry, but boom, just get out there. The only thing though is, bro, you're scamming. At the end of the day, like, people are investing money into you and they're not getting it back. You don't necessarily know the full process of what's going on when it comes to the real estate side, but you're using the face to do that. Like I said, the problem with him being on the radio, it's a lot of people who are investing money into this just based off DJ Envy, and now it's all backfiring. People are saying that they haven't got money. They invest 200,000, they got life savings, and they're not getting any money back. Now, allegedly, definitely have to start throwing some allegedlys on here. I mean, he ain't taking from me, but at the end of the day, if I want to get the one video taken down, I don't. Allegedly, DJ Envy was getting, how do I want to say this? The allegedly kind of messy. Now I'm thinking a little bit smart how I say it. Allegedly, DJ Envy, he does these car shows as well. Like I said, DJ Envy is a big name. A lot of people know him. He does a car show, and the mechanic who actually wraps his car and stuff like that, Envy actually scammed that guy. Now, what happened is, they had to invest some, boom, you get money back on your investment, yada, yada, yada. After 2 months, he finally got paid. After that, allegedly, he never got paid again. Now, this is coming from somebody who is actually investing in money with you. It's helping you make sure these car shows go smooth, make sure it looks nice, and then you are scamming those people. So I'm just going to end it on this, because I don't want to go too much deeper into the story. Like, you guys can do your research on your own. But honestly, is messed up, because I think there is an honest way to do real estate, and that's what I was doing when I was down in Florida. I was around a lot of these, real estate agents, and I think real estate agents, they have a bad reputation on their name, almost looked at as like, used car salesman. You know what I mean? But I've seen actually good business be done when it comes to the real estate, but it's by people who actually know what they're doing and making sure that all the right steps are being made. Like I said, it's a lucrative business. Like you could definitely make a lot of money doing it. That's why it's hurting. It's distasteful to see that Envy was doing that to people because Envy had the money to actually do it the right way, but instead he did it the wrong way. And I mean, I've talked about this before when it comes like the scanning, being scammed in person, online, whatever type of scan. I think it's never going to be okay for anybody to be tricked. You know what I mean? People are taking their life savings out and thinking that they're going to get these investment properties, start getting some money back because I mean that is the thing. People do invest in real estate, and they get that that monthly residual. You know what I mean? The fact that MB had the money, he had the right source where he could actually done this the right way, and now just putting his hands like, oh, I didn't know, like I didn't really know how to do it. I was just face like, yeah, but like you're just as guilty. If you are just a face, I think it's probably best that you have an idea of what's going on behind closed doors, even if you don't know everything down to the T. I think you should have an idea when it comes to shit like that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. DJ Envy, I mean, just like I said, I've talked about this before. I mean, fucking scamming. You know what I mean? I think he's probably going to get fired from the Breakfast Club, most likely. They already came to the Breakfast Club. They took out all his computers and everything. It's like you already had like all this money, before you started doing the real estate, and it's like you just wanted to find a way to just get more money. And look what it cost you. Now, regardless if you're 100% at fault, I mean, your face is on. And you're doing videos with this guy who was actually scamming other people. So regardless if you know about it going on or not, you're still to blame. So takes a lesson. Takes that lesson, everybody, not to get scammed. The rich people be scamming. I mean, poor people be scamming too. But it definitely hits different when somebody who is, let's just say, I don't even want to say poor, less fortunate than somebody else, and they're trying to, make a way to get like help or get legal residual, and then maybe set up another job steady work and pay it off. I mean, no bueno, DJ Envy. I don't even listen to the Breakfast Club like that anyways, but DJ Envy, we ain't messing with that. You wrong for that. But another news. Actually, do I want to go on another news or I want to talk about the real estate shit? I could talk about the. Maybe I'll touch on it next week because I'll dive a little bit more deeper into what exactly I was doing down in Florida because I've done. Damn, I don't even know what episode of the podcast this is. Y'all know what episode of the podcast it is? Just me in the room. So this is gonna be episode 15. I didn't mention that, but I'm mentioning it now, so relax. But I say all that to say is like there will be a time where I'll talk about me living down in Florida, what that experience was like for me, and what exactly I was doing down there. I think some of you guys who watch this podcast, you probably have an idea, but a lot of you probably don't know exactly what I was doing down there, or why I ended up back. But like I said, it's episode 15. Look, we gonna be doing this every single week, back to back to back. So we gonna have plenty of stuff to talk about. We gonna get to that, but just know that'll probably be a podcast on its own. That'll probably be a whole podcast. I literally talk about my whole experience when I was down in Florida. I don't think nobody gonna get they feelings hurt. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't anybody get their feelings hurt? I mean, one thing is if everything was, on the up and up and it was all respectful, nobody's feelings are gonna get hurt. We're just talking about, experiences and my experiences that I had. Mm. But to move on to a lighter note or more crazy note, I don't. I talked about this in like my things I briefly cared about segment, but I'm gonna actually address this now because the whole Blueface, Jaden, and Krishan Rock. Now, usually I keep that in the segment things I briefly cared about because of Krishan. But honestly, um, Blueface and Jaden, they got married at the Rams game. Now, before I even talk about the Rams game, it's something I want to talk about because they were both on the No Jumper podcast. Sorry, it wasn't it was an interview. But okay. Jaden is way more relatable. I think is way more respectable than Krishan. So I definitely like the dynamic. I feel like she had Jaden actually had like some personality. She was able to hold the conversation. It was actually had a good humor. Anytime you see Krishan when she does interviews and stuff like that, like she's always crazy. Last time Blueface and Krishan, it was at up at No Jumper. The security had to carry Krishan out, and she ended up like kicking the TV, like being destructive. I say all that to say is because honestly, I'm pulling for Jaden. You know what I mean? Because I think there's more girls who are like Jaden than are like Krishan Rock, and I say that because Jaden has been with Blueface. That was his original BM. Been with Blueface since high school, so like they've been kind of knowing it. If anybody has a relationship like that, where it's like you had a good relationship with somebody like in high school or before things got crazy for you in a good way or a bad way, you'll always have like that bond with that person. You know, it feels like I'll say it feels intimate. You'll have some type of bond with that, and I feel like that's why Blueface will continue to mess with Jaden for that reason alone. And Blueface seems like he's very chill compared to Krishan. It's like kind of crazy, but like that usually that's a good balance. You got a calm dude, rowdy girl, kind of balance out. Rowdy dude, calm girl, kind of balances out. But what I like about um Blueface and Jaden, I think they both have calm demeanors about them, and that works just as well as the rowdy and the calm. If they both calm, but they both got the edge to them, like it's gonna work out. But I'm saying enough to say they went to the Rams game, and I'll say enough to say, saying all that to say about Jane. She has a good personality. Boom, moving on. Let's fast forward to the Rams game. They went to the Rams game. Man, it was right. They said Blueface first and last time at a Rams game. He had girls there, twerking. He throwing money, going crazy. Everybody was trying to give like backlash, like, oh, it's kids there and all this other shit going on. It's like, I get that's an excuse. People like that's their first like knee jerk reactions, like, oh, like he shouldn't be doing that. It's kids. Man, this is a rapper. Like, what you expect from a rapper? You expect like a real like well put together, not swearing. It's like, bro, he a rapper. This is what rappers do. Rapper shit, throwing money, ass shaking, whatever. He's getting a lot of flack for that, but he actually proposed to Jaden at the Rams game. I actually just finished watching the video, like the behind the scenes. Like somebody else had shot like the whole kind of I not no weird. I ain't still like watch like no 20-minute video, but like it was showing like leading up to it and shit like that. But shout out to Blueface because like I said, I feel like there's more girls like Jaden than there are Krishan. So if he got a girl that he just vibe with, he got a history with, she don't do no weird shit like Krishan be doing. So shout out to Blueface. When you find that good girl, you're gonna lock her down, and obviously they work well together. And yeah. Then now I think about everybody getting engaged. My mom getting engaged, Blueface getting engaged. Shit, I'm trying to get. It's like I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a while for your boy to get engaged, but you know it is what it is. Shout out to all the happy couples getting married and shit like that, cause your boy is not getting married. But whoo, we almost out of here. Um, Now for one of my most recurring segments on the show, we got things I care briefly about. Now, when I explained this topic back when I first started doing this, some might be short, might just run through our topics. One might be a little long. Pause. But here's what we got this week: Super Hot Fire versus Gilbert Arenas. Now, depending on what culture, internet trolling you was into, but Super Hot Fire used to be just that super hot fire. Everything he spit was bars. But he came back. He did a battle with Gilbert Arenas, which is pretty cool because they kind of played off Gilbert Arenas bringing the guns inside the locker room and stuff like that. So Super Hot Fire ended up winning. And whatever, spoiler alert. Like y'all probably don't even watch it like that, but if you do, you probably saw it. But at the end, Super Hot Fire won, so Gilbert Arenas pulled the gun out, and then everybody kind of ran. But it was cool to see. Gilbert Arenas is probably like my favorite personality, so that's why I ended up putting it in here, anyways. And then just combination of him and Super Hot Fire doing a collab together was thumbs up for me. Next, Adin Ross saying the N word while performing with Chief Keef. Now this was. I feel like Aiden got a lot of shit for this, honestly. But I mean, at the same time, it's like Chief Keef was kind of not kind of. He was telling them like, "Yo, like, say, he's on stage performing, yada yada yada." My whole thing with this is it didn't really bother me, you know what I mean? Because I also went to school like white kids who said nigga, so it's like I'm never gonna be the one that's like super police and that shit, you know what I mean? But also the thing is like the white people that say the N word is usually around like other white people who say, you know what I mean? So like they feel comfortable. My whole thing is like you can say it around me, like I'm not gonna trip, but it's like if I'm not gonna give you a pass, like if you say it out and like some other black dude press you, like don't think I'm gonna be like, oh no, this is a homie, because like first of all, I ain't never gave you permission to say it. It's not for me to give you permission anyways. But at the end of the day, like y'all just started saying it, y'all didn't even feel like, man, is it weird if I said it? And I would have told you how I genuinely feel about it. You know what I mean? Like if you rapping a song, like I don't care, but like I don't know, maybe say like quiet under your breath or something like that. But I mean, I don't think it was really like a big deal. Because I mean, everybody gonna react different. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the white people that I've known that have said it, like they feel safe saying it, like the comfortability around like their people. You know what I mean? But it's like if we went downtown, it's like they not just. There's a whole bunch of niggas downtown. You might not want to be white and say nigga around a bunch of niggas downtown. It's gonna go down. You know what I mean? But and last but not least, oh yeah, just to kind of finish on that is like whatever Aiden Ross said the N word. I mean, I think most white people say the N words anyways. It's just a matter of if you get checked for saying it or if you don't get checked, you'll continuously say. You know, to each his own. I'm not like policing anybody. If you want to say it, by all means. Um, Actually, I don't want to say by all means. If you say it, it's consequence for shit that you do regardless. So take it how you want. And last but not least, Jake Paul caught doing booger sugar on TV. I don't really think that was a. I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't be. I feel like a lot of people when they get in that space when they're making a lot of money, anyways. Like they're probably gonna, dabble in some cocaine, anyways. I know people who don't even make that much money they do, or they make a decent amount of money and they do. I think culturally, just me personally, like I say it I want like when I say like white people doing coke, like I don't be like, oh my, I be like, okay. I feel like white people doing coke is the same as like black people saying nigga, like like he gonna say it, like they gonna do it. But I mean, whatever. You want drug test and do whatever you gotta do, whatever. But before we get out of here, y'all know I like to answer. I like to finish with leave me out with a little question. Oh, okay. So actually, I've shuffled these last week. Yada yada yada. Oh, that's the one I did last week. Okay. Oh, this. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Maybe not. Well, it said, would you rather have a dog die every time you laugh, or have there be a genocide every time you fall in love? I'll be honest, I'm a dog person anyway. So like when it comes to like dogs dying or getting hurt anyways, like I'm never gonna be rocking with that. And it's compared to like a genocide every time you fall in love. I really don't even fall in love like that. Like I can honestly say like out of my whole life, I've really only been in love like actually in love like two times. You know what I mean? One is like um say like almost like not like puppy dogs, like a first like real relationship you have with somebody, and then yeah, like I said, I don't be falling in love like that. You know what I mean? I feel like I used to fall in lust a lot. Like I'd be like attracted to women, be like, want to like pursue them. But like nowadays, like I'm just chilling for real. Like I be having, like, But like I'm not really looking for anything serious, anyways. I'm just focused on making money, working my podcast, delivering great content for you guys. So all that other stuff is gonna come. And speaking of content, I know I usually don't be doing shit. Y'all know I just be chilling, working, doing how I do. But in a couple weeks, I'm gonna go to a Lake Erie Monster game. Now, normally I'm not the type of person that like post a lot, like Snapchat this, IG this, but like, I want to start giving y'all some more content that you kind of indulge in, not just the pocket, just in case you guys like the vlog stuff more. But I noticed if I actually vlog, I'll actually be tempted to take more videos and pictures. So when I go to the Monsters game, I'll definitely I might do a vlog depending on what that day is looking like. But I'll just put that in my head now so you guys can actually get some content and then we'll have something to talk about what I actually fucking went outside and did something. But other than that, this has been another episode of the We Here Now podcast. I got something new for y'all. Y'all gonna like when y'all see me drop this video. Give me some feedback. Give me a like, comment, subscribe on how you feel about the new changes. Cause I'm staying consistent and I'm trying to add a little something every time I do it. So just show a little appreciation for what I got going on. Even if you don't, I'm still gonna do it. But y'all gonna know something different about the next podcast I drop. And when y'all notice it, I want y'all to drop it in the comment. And I'm almost lied and said I'm saying something. I ain't gonna say something. I'm like that comment though. I'm be like, yeah, look, see, he know what the hell going on. But other than that, this has been another episode of the We Here Now podcast, and I'm out of here. Yeah, sir.